Mayong adlaw sa mga televiewers sa Asenso Ozamis News Channel. Ang ikinatibukan nga puwersa sa AONC ania karon sa Camp Naranjo, Oroquieta City para sa pagahimuon nga press briefing sa Police Provincial Office ubos sa pagpanguna ni Police Colonel Police Provincial Director Dwight Monato dinhi sa Dakbayan sa Oroquieta. Kini kalabot sa gihimo nga linuog nga pagpatay sa usa sa mga radio broadcaster sa probinsya nga si Johnny Walker or si Juan Humalon kagahapong adlaw. O karong adlaw atong gidahumon usab nga mahatagan og update ang gihimo nga bombing incident dito sa Clarin, sa lungsod sa Clarin nga nag-involve usab sa ato ang Provincial Governor Henry Sevilla Waminal ug sa uban pa nga mga insidente nga nahitabo particular sa lungsod sa Calamba. So kini si Dazil Umuad Texon uban ang kinatibuk ang puwersa sa Asenso Ozamis News Channel. Amo kamo nga giimbitahan samtong among ihatod kaninyo ang press briefing ug mga updates gikan sa Police Provincial Office nga naglambigit sa seguridad ug sa kahusay ug kalinaw dinhi sa probinsya sa Misamis Occidental.
Okay, sir. Good morning. Julia Tulaita from the Daily. Sa nasayra na to, sir, wala pa ba'y gipagawas nga reward o kinsa ang makatudlo sa maong suspect ang labi na sa ato ang gobyerno sa Misamis Occidental. Wala pa ba'y gipagawas nga reward aron matagaan o hustisya ang kamatayon sa usa ka broadcaster.
Makakatulong talaga yung reward, no? So the SITG, Johnny Walker, may be recommending that option also to encourage the public to cooperate in giving information that would help the investigators in locating them and identifying them.
So nasayra na to, sir, doon ay picture sa kining lookout. Kini i-identify, dili ba ni taga Misamis Occidental kining naa sa picture karon nga naa mo sa among atubangan?
So as of now, patuloy na nag-exert ng effort ang ating mga investigators and intelligence personnel to really establish yung real identity ng suspects. From there, we can really know later on kung taga dito ba siya sa Misamis Occidental or from other areas. You can assure of the full cooperation of the Philippine National Police in ensuring the security of our media practitioners. No? It's just that this unfortunate happened, but I think there are established procedures for media personnel to look into their security also in coordination with the Philippine National Police. So we encourage those media practitioners diri sa province to closely coordinate with your respective police stations na pag naamoy nadawat nga threat informations related sa inyong trabaho, we would welcome your reports so that from our end we could take necessary action.
This is Joanne Antasuda of Oroquieta Community Channel. In relation sa iyahang pangutana kaganiha, pwede ba may makapangayo o gamay nga training for us kay base sa nakuha nga CCTV footage, sayon ra kayo murag walay struggle sa suspect nga mikuha sa kinabuhi ni Johnny. Na-upload video, nakapa-alarma sad namo nga mga media kay ever since wala man gid miingon nga gikubtan nga seguridad sa among mga kinabuhi. So makahimo ba mi or gamay nga training para in kaso?
Yes, we will try to revisit our policy when it comes to having training with our media practitioners diri sa province. As far as I know, there are safety tips before nga gihatag sa mga media, no, ano yung dapat nilang gawin kung nakakatanggap sila ng threat information, ano yung gagawin nila going to stations or going out of the stations, ano ba yung mga precautionary measures na dapat i-observe ng media practitioners. And from there, maybe we could refresh you on those aspects para malaman ninyo yung mga safety methods na dapat i-observe ng media practitioner.
Sir, clarify ko lang. Binabanggit niyo po kanina, ito pong suspect or mga suspect, may possibility pala na hindi taga Misamis Occidental?
As of now, we cannot make a conclusion because the investigation is ongoing. So we are more on establishing muna yung kanilang identity. And from there, we could move on kung talaga bang taga rito sila or outside the Misamis Occidental.
Balik po ako sa motive. Sir, doon sa video po kasi sa CCTV, it shows na pagkabarel, kinuha din po yung kwintas.
Yes.
How do you parang at least reconcile those incident?
We can consider that as another motive. It was confirmed by the wife na talagang kinuha yung kanyang kwintas and it's worth something. Medyo mataas yung worth nung kwintas niya. So we can also put that as one of the motives.
Sir, but ito lang yung pinalabas ninyo. Yung bumaril talaga, yung suspect, may larawan po ba tayo?
Ito lang kasi muna yung klarong may bigay na description ng mga witnesses natin. So, as we enhance the CCTV footages, hopefully later on we can also show similar composite sketch of other suspects.
Oh, okay. So, ang na-establish talaga, ilan yung, dalawa lang ba sila yung suspect?
Yung nakapasok sa compound.
Yung nakapasok. Wala na bang iba na-establish din yun?
Come again?
May lockout ba? May ibang lockout? Ganun po ba? May ganun nga?
Yes, dalawa yung nakita natin sa compound but meron pa tayong kinukonsider na isang kasama nila sa labas.
Good morning, sir. So as of this time, wala pang update wala pang na-establish na number of suspects, their whereabouts, or saan sila galing?
We can confirm 3 based on the investigation, based on the CCTV footages, based on the accounts of witnesses. But as to who they are, what are their true names, kung taga saan sila, it is still being considered in the investigation by the Special Investigation Task Group.
Sir, kailan natin mapalabas yung mismong bumaril, yung sketch ng o larawan ng nasabing suspect?
Every best effort is being exerted by the Special Investigation Task Group para ma-establish yung kanilang identity.
Okay, kailan lang po naitatag yung Special Investigation Task Force?
Immediately after the incident.
Nag-react po ba ang PNP after the incident? Yung checkpoint, ganun?
Yes. It's been on our SOP to conduct dragnet operations, strengthen our security coverage dito sa probinsya, including the deployment of our intelligence personnel para ma-prevent yung ganitong incidents and at the same time, possibly ma-intercept yung mga suspects.
Pero hindi na naabutan yung suspect?
Unfortunately, hindi naabutan during the hot pursuit operations.
Sir, base sa picture sa suspect, wala ba'y nakailang taga-Kalamba ni siya or bisan kinsa nga nakailang makatrace nga taga Misamis Occidental siya?
Yun yung ginagawa ng ating mga investigators and intelligence personnel, no? With this picture, with this composite sketch, yan yung pinapakita nila doon sa kanilang mga assets and informants in different barangays of Calamba.
So, as of this moment, wala pa siya na-identify?
Wala pa.
Sir, good morning. For the report, si Bernard Santo sa Misamis Observer. Can you confirm or deny na dito po sa probinsya mayroon pang gun for hire groups? Sabi kasi mayroong mura-mura lang, 5,000 pesos, pwede na yayariin ka na nila. Tapos additional 5,000 pag nayari na. Ganun katotoo po yun.
Base sa ating records with the Police Provincial Office, there is no known organized crime group in the province
Sa ngayon po.
sa ngayon. Oh. So we consider this as a motivated attacks, no, may pagka personal in nature, so it would be unpredictable. So it may take quite time to really establish yung kanilang mga identities. But the task group is doing its best to fast track yung pag-solve ng case.
Okay. Follow up lang po, sir. Kasi kahapon, na-mention nga ni Captain sa interview sa isang TV station, national, mayroong nakaaway si Johnny Walker before previous sa pagbaril sa kanya.
Yes, that's why as we have said, medyo tinitignan natin yung angulo na personal yung motive. But we cannot really expound the details of the motive or the heated argument between the suspect or between the victim and the other party, so as not to preempt the investigation.
Okay.
Yes.
So kailan po kaya tayo magkakuha ng ano, sir? Ng kompleto detalye, determine natin kung sino yung pumatay, sino yung behind the killing.
Just like you, the PNP wants to solve this as soon as possible. Yes.
Since my sketch na lumabas, sir, can you give us an assurance na the soonest madakpan ang mga suspects ani as media personality medyo nahadlok po mi kay there are different angles matang gilantaw no, so makahatag ba mo assurance amo nga the soonest yun madakpan ang mga suspetsado ani nga shooting incident?
It would be really difficult to put a time frame, but the Special Investigations Task Group is exerting all possible efforts, our best efforts, to really solve this incident.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Sir, balik ko. Sir, among pangumustahon, gawas na ni sa kanjani, sir. Pangumustahon na mo ang insidente sa katong pagpamumba ni o sa katong kang Mayor June nga paglabay og Granada. Unsay update adto? Doon na ba po'y nahibawan niyo or inyo nga nakita ang mga suspect niadto?
Doon sa bombing incidents involving the convoy of our governor, really it's a challenge, no? Because as we review the CCTVs na nag-gather in the neighboring areas, we have not found yung ating mga persons of interest and vehicles of interest. But the Clarin Police Station, with the help of the tracker teams of the Police Provincial Office, is also exerting all efforts to gather more leads doon sa incident.
Doon sa kang Mayor Villanueva, sir, kumusta na yun?
We also have persons of interest, so ini-enhance lang natin yung video footages na nakuha sa lugar. So in due time, we can also file a case against the perpetrators.
Sir, sorry coming from Manila.
Yes.
Medyo nawo-worry lang po ako kasi nga October 15, yung explosion sa Clarin kay Governor, October 23, Calamba Municipal Engineer, October 28, kay Mayor Villanueva, and then November 5, ito pong sa broadcaster. Ano pong implication nito? Ano pinapakita po nito? Parang sunod-sunod po halos.
Yes, sir. Yes, it's really a challenge sa amin, no? But we are taking the challenge also to it's not what happened, but what we can do now is to make better sa pagkandak ng investigations.
Pero bakit po ganun na sunod-sunod po yung mga insidente? Ano po nakikita lang natin dito? Mayroon bang nasa likod po nito?
We do not see these are random incidents, no? Hindi natin siya tinitignan as a systematic attacks to certain individuals, to certain groups. So these are random incidents. Hindi siya related, hindi siya correlated, hindi siya systematic that would really worry us. But of course, there's a reason for us to really strengthen our security dito sa probinsya.
Exactly. What are the plans po ng PNP, sir? Kasi nga, halos sunod-sunod po, tapos puro pamamaril, at saka yung mga tinatamaan po, at saka yung mga victims are mga high profile. I mean, yung mga nauna po, no? Governor, mayor.
Yes. So, ongoing, continuous naman yung ginagawa nating threat assessment to all elected government officials dito sa probinsya. And that would be the basis for the PNP to upgrade or downgrade yung kanilang mga security package. At saka doon sa pagbigay ng mga security coverage sa kanilang engagement areas. We want them to do their normal routine. So what we can do is to strengthen yung kanilang security coverage para magampanan pa rin ng ating mga governor and mayors yung kanilang obligation sa kanilang mga constituents.
Okay, pero sana meron din on the provincial side. Sir, mabalik lang po ako dito sa victim. Ano po bang klase siyang comentarista po ba ito? O sabi niyo po kasi kanina, it might be related also to his job.
It's one of the motive na tinitignan natin, no? But based on our investigation, hindi naman siya yung hard-hitting newscaster or broadcaster. So ang platform ng kanyang program is more on public service, more on advertisements ng mga businesses. So yun yung mga clients niya. So in fact, during the shooting incident, ang ginagawa niya is more on greetings pa lang siya eh. Nasa greetings pa lang siya. So as we coordinate with the family, wala naman siyang mga critical issues or sensitive issues na tinatackle in his radio program.
Okay sir, good morning. Sir, tungkol po sa roadside bombing sa Clarin, na-consider na po ba yung, kasi yung ginamit is cellphone detonated bomb, na-consider na po ba yung cellphone na tumawag during that time sa pagputok ng isang improvised explosive device?
Yes, base doon sa report ng ating Provincial Explosives Unit, the IED used was triggered by a cell phone. No? So we are now enlisting the assistance of our technical people sa PNP to help us identify yung cell phone numbers or some technical aspect nung IED that would give us more leads doon sa incident.
Okay sir, so hanggang ngayon hindi pa ma-determine kung ilan ang cellphone na tumawag during that time?
Hindi pa.
Okay sir. Ilan tama ni Johnny Walker sir, then anong baril ang ginagamit sa baril niya?
Isa lang yung tumama sa kanya dito sa baba ng bibig. And it nag-exit dito sa likod ng kanyang ulo. At base sa SOCO report, ang ginamit na baril is caliber 45.
Sir, once again, Dazzle Texon of Asenso Ozamis News Channel. Balik lang ko kay Gov katong sa Clarin bombing. So, masulti na to karon na wala pa gyud update na klaro na mahatag sa public kung unsay motibo, kinsay mga suspects behind that incident.
What we can say is doon sa statements ng ating mga PNP personnel na naka-duty during the bombing incidents is that nireveal na nila yung number of people na nandun, suspicious persons, and the vehicles of interest. So yun yung tinutuktukan ng ating mga investigators. It's really a challenge because the IED was put in a place where there's no street lights, no CCTV footages nearby. So it's becoming a challenge really to our investigators.
Okay, sir, sa pagbaril ng ating aming kasama na radio broadcaster, ano po ba yung sa kapulisan para maprotektahan ang sektor ng media? Kasi mga dalawang business na ito yung kay doon kay si Ratsada at saka ngayon si Johnny Walker na. Tatlo ba? So paano nyo maprotektahan yung sektor ng media?
As to the protection of media practitioners, the PNP can only do so much, no? Pero meron din kayong personal responsibility when it comes to your security, diba? So you also have to be discerning doon sa mga kino-cover ninyo, doon sa mga issues na tinatakil nyo during your program. Aware din kayo doon sa security threats sa inyo, tapos nai-report ninyo kaagad doon sa nearest police station so that the police stations could be made aware na merong threat sa inyo. And from there, that would be their basis to provide you the necessary security protection as you perform your job as broadcasters.
Sir, yung sa ibang probinsya, may nadinig ako na yung mga media, pwede na sila magdala ng legal na armas, mag-apply lang sila.
Yes, as an ordinary just like an ordinary citizen, i-comply mo lang yung requirements, then I think you can be qualified to have a firearm.
Other media practitioner, yung hindi pa naka-ask ng question.
Sir, matawag pa ba ring isolated cases lang itong pangyayaring ito? Kasama na yung unang mga pangyayari. Kasi nung una nating kita, sabi mo isolated cases lang yung mga nangyayaring insidente. Sa ngayon, isolated cases pa lang din ba?
Yes, we still consider it as an isolated case. It is not an interrelated. It is not systematic. So it is more of a random attacks to individuals, and it is really difficult to predict. But it does not reflect the overall peace and order situation in the province. In my daily reports with our governor, in my daily reports with our mayors, every day I praise them about the peace and order situation sa probinsya, and we can say that the province is still peaceful.
So far, sir, meron bang mga media personnel dito sa Misamis Occidental na nag-approach na sa PNP at nagsabing may death threat na sila?
None that I know of. Wala pa kaming reports from specific media personnel na meron siyang threat.
Sir, Manny Rodquillo, sir, babalik lang ako kay Johnny. Before nagyari, wala bang blatter or nag-report si Johnny na may death threat siya sa station mismo ng Calamba?
Sa records ng Calamba Police Station, wala siyang report. Wala kaming threat information na na-receive for a specific media practitioner.
Si Johnny ba, sir, hindi ba siya na-involve sa mga operations, na naging witness ba siya sa mga operations ng Calamba Municipal Police Station? May posibilidad ba na posibleng another angulo sa nasabing incident?
In our talks with the family, in our talks with our chief of police, he was never invited as a witness sa police operations.
Sir, Bal Cabrera sa Trimedia Digital. Ang provincial nga pangagamahanan, ilalong sa pangagamahanan ni Governor Henry Waminal, nanigamot no, na mo asenso ang probinsya, especially sa tourism no, aspects. Nanikamot sila nga mo invite og mga investors sa panghitabo karon gikan maski gikan sa iyahang pagkatong bombing incident sa Clarin, paglabay og grenade dito sa balay sa Mayor Calamba, and then kining insidente karon unsay assurance ninyo sa PNP gawa sa pagpaningkamot sa provincial government nga ma-assure nato ang mga investors nga linaw ang probinsya sa Misamis Occidental?
Yes, as I've said, it does not reflect the overall peace and order situation sa province. No? These incidents, we consider it as isolated, hindi siya connected, hindi siya systematic. There is no systematic attacks against our political leaders. These are random incidents, no? Specific, more on personal ang issue. So there is no threat information that there are groups who would want to sow terror sa general population. So we can still consider this as an isolated case.
Ang Presidential Task Force on Media Security under the Office of the President nanawagan, hugot nga panawagan sa pag-create sa SITG, yes. And then morning ang resulta karon ninyo.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. Lori Mira of INC Media na 25. So you mentioned, sir, that it is more on personal matters. So I would just like to ask, do you mean to say that do you really have to evacuate that angle, that there is more on political issue and might be a job-related issue?
What case are you referring, ma'am?
This motive, sir. This motive of the
this recent case, yes.
Yes.
We are, although we do not consider we do not rule out that is work related, no? Na related yun sa pagiging broadcaster niya, but we are more leaning on the personal motive.
Sir, itatanong ko lang, hindi ba ito na tumakbo sa barangay election si wala siyang involvement?
Wala.
Pero yung pamilya niya?
We learned na yung isang anak niya is tumakbo as SK chairman, but he lost during the election.
Wala na po ba yung ibang practitioner naman?
Sir, you mentioned random lang yung pagkatake sa kanila previously. Paano mo ma-explain yun? Lahat ng tinatarget kapartido ng gobernador natin.
Random in the sense na specific kasi yung persons that is being targeted, no? Being attacked. No? And in the case of the governor, imagine 14 sila doon sa convoy. So hindi pa tapos yung investigation.
Okay.
We cannot really rule out kung siya ba or one of the 14 members of the convoy ang target. So it's still being considered by the investigation. Everything will be concluded by the investigation. Kung sino ba talaga doon sa members of the convoy are the real target. Yes.
Salamat po.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Questions?
Okay. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Stan. Sir, katong bombing sa Clarin o sa pagrabay o granada sa residence sa Mayor sa Calamba, it is political motive o personal?
Ang tingin natin dyan is personal and political. Yun yung kinoconsider natin na motive as of now.
Isa na lang, sir, sa akin. Sir, yung mukha ng one of the suspect, galing po ba yan sa kuha ng CCTV?
CCTV plus complemented by the accounts of the witnesses na nandun sa compound.
Cartographics.
Combination ng CCTV footage and the accounts of the witnesses.
So may posibilidad na yan na suspect. Posible ding hindi galing dito sa probinsya natin. Baka hire lang po yan. Kasi hanggang ngayon hindi pa yung na-identified yung name at saka yung other personal circumstances sa suspect.
Yes. We cannot conclude as of now because the investigation is ongoing.
Sir, itatanong ko lang, sir. May anggulo po ba tayo kay Johnny Walker sa love triangle na natutukan natin? May posibilidad po ba?
So as of now, hindi pa natin, everything is being considered, no? Doon sa kanyang personal na buhay at saka sa kanyang trabaho. Everything is being considered, all aspects, all angles is being considered by the Special Investigation Task Group.
May time frame po ba tayo? Kailan natin ma-resolve matapos yung investigation?
As I've said, it would be difficult to put a time frame, but the PNP wants it solved as soon as possible.
Yung sa ITG, ano po nag-involve yun ng mga agency? CIDG, PNP?
CIDG, yung ating forensic unit, Police Intelligence Unit of the PPO, the Calamba Police Station, and a group of investigators dedicated for this case only.
Kung may bago pong update, willing po ba kayo to mag-update sa media, mismo sa media?
Yes, sir. We will assure the media and the public that we will be open for any progress of this investigation.
Sir, one last question, sir.
Thank you, kay Partner. Please give other media personalities na makapunta na.
Last two questions, sir.
Ano kong update sa about the sniping incident sa Tanggob?
Yes.
Basta lang update may update ba ng CIDG?
The case is already at the hands of the Criminal Investigation and the Direction Group, and as I know, they also have an update or progress doon sa kanilang investigation, and definitely in due time they will also release it to the public.
This side, last, I net 25, sir. Then last partner radio.
Gaya ng nasabi nyo na sir na personal yung pagkapatay kay Johnny Walker, wala po bang sumagi man lang sa isip nyo na merong malaking tao sa likod ng pagpatay kay Johnny Walker?
Gaya po ng nasabi ko, lahat ng anggulo ay tinitignan natin, lahat ng motibo ay tinitignan natin. So, yun ay makukonclude sa ating pag-iimbestiga. Kung meron pang ibang motibo, meron pang ibang tao sa likod sa kanyang pagpatay.
Yes, partner radio, sir. Okay na, sir. Sir, last question, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Partner radio. Ano, sir?
Okay na.
I say, yes, sir. Yung the one yung... Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning. Sir, na naman tayo initial nga suspect nga itong natutukan karon. Kumusta man sir ang kining atong gitutukan karon, mas dali ba ang sa PNP pagsulbad sa nasangpit nga pagpusil ni Johnny Walker?
Yes, because of the presence of the witnesses based on their accounts, base doon sa mga available CCTV footages na nakuha natin, we consider it as a breakthrough sa pagkandak ng investigation. And we are positive that the case would be solved in due time.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Sir, last question, sir. This...
Good morning, si Clifton Taguran Kirit sa 97.7. Actually, di lang sa siguro ko makahatagugan kay sakit sa kundugan kay amo ni siyang manager. sa 97.7. Thank you.
Sir Cadet, pardon, sir.
Wala daw siya
thank you, sir.
question kay manager nila. Ako na lang, ang tana lang kung anong tanan na may insidente sa Kalamba na Hitabo. Wala ba mo'y nakita nga unsay naa sa area nga nung naanid ang mga insidente nga nagsunod-sunod og Hitabo? Kalamba. Yes.
As of now, we don't see it, sabi ko nga, we don't see it as a connected. We don't see it as connected and systematic sa Kalamba. We consider it as isolated case. In fact, of the 3 cases sa Kalamba na solve na nato, we considered it as solved because we are about to file a case sa gunman. It has been identified by the victim and witnesses. So we can now focus on 2 other case and makita naman natin yung progress with the latest one.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Since may mga CCTV footages tayo, sir, na lumabas, then gusto lang talaga, as media personality, gusto lang namin makita ano yung pinakamalapit na anggulo na posibleng dahilan sa shooting incident na nangyari kay Sir Johnny Walker Lake.
Yes, yun nga, ang sabi ko is we don't discount the possibility na work-related, but we are more leaning on the personal motive based on the accounts of the witnesses, even the immediate family of the victim.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Any statement, sir, before we end?
Yes, we are now showing this composite sketch of one of the suspects sa killing ni broadcaster Juan T. Humalon, alias Johnny Walker. So we would like to solicit the support of our friends from the media and from the community at large to please help support your Philippine National Police, especially the Special Investigation Task Group. Kung meron kayong mga information na makakatulong sa pag-solve ng kaso, it would be very much appreciated by the PNP. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Our media partners, thank you for coming. That concludes our activity.